Howdy, hi there, friends and neighbors. It's the hippie cardist. I'm back, and I got me a little card trick to show you today. As you can, I'm using the Tally Ho blue fan back deck. Lovely back design. Incredibly good cards. They fan nice. They're great. Smooth action. Very clean deck of cards. Now, let me adjust this camera just a little bit. Alright. Now, we'll try to keep the action right down in here. I got to get better at making these videos. Alright. We got Cowboys and Outlaws. Alright. I just happen to have 4 Cowboys. And there's 4 Outlaws. And here is 4 Mountain Lions. Alright. Now, we'll scoop them up into one pile. Now, as the Cowboys were out riding around looking for whatever Cowboys look for, and they decided, okay, it's getting dark, we're going to have to get some sleep. So they found these 4 caves. So they all went into a cave, and it was dark, and they didn't have flashlights back then. So they all went into the cave. After they fell asleep sometime later, they were visited in the night by 4 outlaws who also didn't know that the Cowboys were in the cave, being dark and all, no flashlights. So they all went into the cave and went to sleep. All right, a little while later, the mountain lions that lived in these caves came back. And they went in there not seeing anything, and they were tired, so they didn't smell them out. All right, during the night, a storm came up, and there was a big flash of lightning and clap of thunder, and it scared everybody in the cave, and they got up, and they ran out, and all bumped into each other. So they started fighting, hemming and hawing and fighting, and clawing and hitting and shooting, and hitting and fighting and shooting, running around, bumping into each other. And they even went between each other. But then, after a while, they all started getting tired. So they all decided, well, we're going back to the caves. But as it happens, they only went back to 3 of the caves instead of 4 of them. So they went back to 3 caves instead of 4. And then the next morning, when the sun come up, it turns out that all 4 of the mountain lions were in one cage, all 4 of the outlaws were in another cave, and the Cowboys were all in the 4th cave. Now, how this trick is done. If you simply just watch what I did and do exactly that, it'll do it. It'll work. It doesn't have any other way it could do it but this. It's one of those mathematical property tricks. Yeah, if you do what I just did, just make sure if you're doing this trick that when you have the cards, when they come out of the caves, don't do a cut like this. That'll mess it up. It'll mess up the order of the cards. As long as you're doing a single cut at a time, you're good. Just don't do a multi-cut, multiple pile cut like that, or you'll mess everything up. And when you collect the cards when the storm hits, don't just sweep them together. That'll mess them up. You gotta pile them up, but make it look random. It doesn't really matter how you pile them up. But if you do everything I did, the trick will work. Guaranteed. It can't do anything but work. All right. This is the hippie cardist, and I'm saying, have a good day, folks, and may your day be full of magic.